But today we're going to do something a little different. With the fifth sin, we're going to really get into some techniques of selling. And that fifth sin, which I hope you're not committing, but if you are, this may help you, is that you are selling your product or service based on its features rather than its benefits. Now, to give you an example of what I'm talking about here, let's say you are selling, this is really silly, but let's say you're selling a nail, and that nail is 2 inches long, and it's made of steel, and it's got a big flat head on it, and that's the features of your nail. But the benefits are really how is it going to impact the person who's using it? And so to understand how that is going to benefit that person, you need to know what their challenge is. What is it they're looking for? So if somebody's looking for a nail that needs to be outside, the fact that it's steel, that will be a great benefit for them. And if that feature would be a great benefit for them. If they are looking to pound it into wood and they aren't that great at pounding nails in, the fact it has a big flat head on it is a feature that can benefit them. So your job in selling is to actually ask questions of the person who is your prospect to find out what their challenge is, what their problem is, to see how the features of your product or service will help that person get what they're looking for, get their problem solved. That's what they're looking for. So really, selling is about asking rather than telling. In other words, if you sat there and you just went through the features of your product or service and then expected that person to figure out how those features might benefit them in solving their problem, you're letting them do all the work, and probably they won't. Your job is to help them connect their problem with the features of your product or service and how it'll benefit them. And that's basically what selling is. Now, why is that great? Because really what selling is, and we've talked about this before, is it's about building relationships. And when you talk to a person, not at them, but ask them questions to really find out what is it that their problem is, what are the things that challenge them, that they're looking for a solution for, then you are able to connect the features of your product with them. That's what a real selling situation is. And it's a much easier way to sell than any other way, because you're not just guessing at that person's needs. You know that person by the time they come along to buy your product or your service, and it's because you've created a relationship. So it's really relationship creation, which then allows you to really go into a selling proposition with that person that makes both of you feel good. So it's all about relationships. I hope this has helped you, and I hope you're not committing that sin, but if you are, now you have the solution for it. And please join us for our next in the series, and it'll be our final one, but we've got much, much more to come. So thanks for listening, and I hope your business is doing great.